Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about what the enemy have plans for you. Basically, they are waiting for this upgrade to come through. The creator releasing all these DNA codes and special codes that is going to initiate or activate our spiritual powers of the 144,000. The enemy, they don't want you to these gift. They don't want you to use these gifts. Their intention is once this happens, their intention, their intention is once this happens to come in and take your spiritual gift from you. Okay, and that's a plan. And they're very crafty. I've been thinking about have you heard of the saying strings and number? Because all these brains working against you, I'm sure they can come up with a lot of stuff. It's not going to be for your highest, utmost good. Like they can think of everything you can think of, multiply, because that's what strings and number means. Okay. So do not worry about that, because all the 144,000, we have the capability to overthink all the 8 billion, 8 billion people in this planet. We can overthink them just like that, speed of light. And they know this. So do not give your gift to anybody. My gift is solely for me to use for me. I'm not gonna do bad things, harm people, do stuff like that. But what you give out, you shall receive. You know what I'm saying? If you come to me with open arms, you want to hug me and be nice to me, yeah, let's do this. But if you are already coming with me with a weapon, you want to attack me, I have no intention to harm you, and but you have all this ill intention toward me because somebody else says so. Hey, it's a fair game then. I don't know how it's gonna look like. The canvas is a clean canvas, it's not been painted yet. And I'm just gonna explore. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be, slapped around for the rest of my life. I've been like slapped for a long time, insulted, demeaned, humiliated, everything you can think of. All this like Nazi tactics were used on me. Everything you do would never enough. Everything you say, they will be edited to paint you in this bad light, to make you feel, belittle you, to make you feel like you're no one. You deserve what's happening to you. Okay? And if these people are responsible in these attacks, if somebody asks them, why are you attacking this person, they wouldn't know. They have no idea. They're just part of the program. They do what they're told. If I'm part of the program, if somebody told me today, go hurt somebody else, because I'm telling you to do it, because I'm paying you to do it, will I do it? I don't think so. I would never do it. I wouldn't hurt people because somebody else said. That's a sin. I could access certain sins. I can sin a certain way. Anything that pertaining to me, I'm not having impact on anybody else. That I can do. But when it comes to impacting other people, no way. That's unforgiven sins. You know what I'm saying? But what I do with myself, I guess, or exercise that I use, whatever. God judge. God is forgiving. God is merciful. You know what I'm saying? But I will never inflict pain on people because somebody commanded me to. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And what I've noticed about these people, all these witches and wizards or warlock who are in this program, they lack this trait of God, like, being merciful, being, when somebody's screaming out of pain, you know when to stop, having that empathy for people. They don't have that. They used to laugh at me, witches. They used to laugh at me, say, "Oh, cry about it. We don't care. Go kill yourself." They just tell me stuff like that. But if I was a weak-minded, I would have killed myself a long time ago. I wouldn't have lasted. But also, the sins of all things is killing yourself. If the enemy kills you, you go to heaven straight. No judgments. God said it in holy books. If you get killed, you go to heaven. There's no judgments. You don't get judged for anything. If you kill yourself, your soul does not evolve. You understand? It does not. But if they do it, your soul expand and it goes to hierarchy. It goes to higher realm that you never access. So information is power. You have to know what the enemy are doing to you. And I see many target individuals have committed suicide, and it pains me. And I wish I was there to support them before they made that decision. People don't get it. Like, I'm still talking to my family. My brother was just making fun of me. Now, even an hour ago, told me, these people are listening to your conversation, listening to what you're saying. And because I always telling them, like, somebody's doing this and blah, blah. But then he's basically mocking me. Nobody's listening to you, he said. Well, like, in a way, that's what he's saying. So I understand my family will never get it. When something is directly impacting you and they're from the outside, you're trying to draw them in to understand what's going on to you, it's hard. Do not try to convince your family anymore. Because they're not going to get it. They are programmed not to believe anything is far-fetched. It comes out very unbelievable. It's something that would never happen. It's like So, speaking of family, when your spiritual gifts, prepare for the spiritual gift being released. The stars and the planet are aligning on this coming up eclipse in April. This, I believe, I don't know, but my gut feeling is telling me these are the DNA codes are going to be being released to the humanity and the 144,000. Okay? The enemy is going to try at most vicious, unexpected attacks. You know what I'm saying? To take something which is something from you which is rightfully yours. You inherited this. They're going to use Jesus coming to you, God coming to you, your family member coming to you. They use all these things to mess with their psyche, telling you like, this is God talking to you. You're supposed to give me those gifts. Pass them to me. Jesus telling you stuff like that. God telling you that. If God gave you this gift, would he ask for it back? Think about it. God doesn't need this. He has it. He has it all. He's complete. He exalted above all. the creator. He, she, God. God is sexless. Yeah, you can't define him as a woman or a man. He's just pure being, and who created. He manifested all creation. He exalted above all. Think before you act. You know what I'm saying? God doesn't want these gifts from you. He gave it to you. What is this? Like child play? Like, oh, I'm going to give it to you, I'm going to ask for it back. Whoever is going to come to you telling you that God is talking to you, do not listen to that person. God doesn't want this. Whoever they're going to send to you, they know what you think about, and because they have access to your brain signature, your psyche, they have access to that. They know what you're thinking, what's troubling you, what making you think, what are you thinking about that moment, that, how many, they use like a supercomputer, AI, to calculate how many times you've been thinking about this, and it's kind of put it in a list, things you think about on a day. And so they know you. Don't be gullible, think they don't know you. They do. They have used every technology ever existed to access you illegally. They have used all energetic forms, spirits, technology to access you. So you create prayers. To remove sins from you. Every time this equipments, technology, spirits, anything they use, the enemy uses, that comes into your vessel, your body, or your astral body, physical body, your dense body. If they access it, you remove sins from you, and you send it to a person who's accessed. You know what I'm saying? And take away from them all the good deeds they have accumulated in their lifetime. And you have to say, I bankrupt you from all good deeds. You know what I'm saying? Then it will be hard for them to go to heaven. Because if your bank is broke, you're a broke person. If you're a broke person, what do you have to show to God to enter heaven? Okay? And you have to know, okay, I've been in this game for a long time. The first time I was attacked, my response to that specific attacks, I was very reactive. I was like, fuck you. I was like going crazy. Excuse my French. But I was like that, very reactive. I responded to every attack, and I had a lot to say. But then I started to learn the tactics being used against me. I'm doing the exact opposite. I'm doing the exact opposite from what they're trying to achieve. You understand? And I started taking from them, robbing them from their inheritance, from their good deeds, depleting them. The next prayer I'm going to do is I'm going to take from their source energy. I'm going to take from the source energy, there's nothing they could do about it. If you choose to come into my vessel to cause havoc in my life, God will allow you to do that. Also, you have to pay off the spiritual debt, karmic debt of your ancestor. Like, for example, somebody in your ancestor did horrible things, so it goes into your ancestor's pile. That debt has to be paid for people to move forward, to evolve. You understand? So you have to start also paying into that debt. And one of the things they're going to use on you when these gifts are being released, you're going to be one of the powerful beings in this planet, in the galaxy actually. They're going to use your family, not against you. They're gonna come around. They're gonna say, "We're gonna hurt your family if you don't do this." This game was played way long time ago. They even told you, do not compromise your stand on things in order to save one of your family member. You understand? Don't do that. Do not. Do not give them what they want. And in the end, they're still gonna take your gift, and they're still gonna hurt your family. You understand? And then you're gonna hear about it the rest of your life. They're gonna mock in you the rest of your life. Okay? And if I don't know if you saw the movie The Gods of Egypt, the guy Horus, I think I know, when Horus was given the opportunity to what do you call it, seed the earth, basically his bloodline seeding the earth. But then Enlil, his uncle, he was upset, and he because God didn't allow him to seed the earth. And when he flew, remember in that movie when he flew into to the sun boat, which is what God is sitting on and whatnot, that is drawing energy. You could tell God was drawing energy from a source energy. Source energy is the sun. The sun is the source energy. He was drawing energy and stuff. And yeah, there's another point I'm going to talk about that. Anyhow, he draw energy to make things happen. And there were two Egyptian couple. They were love, and one of them, the girl got killed, and Horus went asked God, could you resurrect this kid, love of his life, bring her back to life? And then when Enlil went into the heavens and he pretty much killed God, and Horus was being able to fly, and he beat Enlil and resurrected God, brought back to life, because only a God could bring a God. You understand? Only a God could kill a God. You understand? None of us can do that. Like only somebody who needs your same hierarchy. So you have to understand that. So, and then God, granted his wishes, he brought this girl back to life. So think about that. Whatever they do to your family, do not be fazed or moved or block all these thoughts. And what if they do? Let them do it. Let them do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? But I will not give my gift to no one. To no one. Okay? My family, God will resurrect them. Because in the end, I'll ask God to bring them back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that. Okay? God is God of time. He can just, unwind the time, back to that moment when they were alive. You know what I'm saying? Do not worry about that. So I want you to understand that. The fear manifests. Fear it becomes a demon. If you keep feeding it, it will expand and it will devour you. You have to do a prayer to destroy fear. Fear is an emotion. It's not real. Evil is real, but fear is not. It's a manifestation of emotion in our head. It's not really real. Okay? Don't give fear a power over you. Okay, and you have to give all your allies to God, the Creator of all things, and because without God we're nothing, but with God we are everything. You have to understand that. You have to do on this prayer all the weapon used against you to reverse all your pain back to the person who inflicted this pain on you. You send it back to them, and you remove sins, because for every infliction, sins will come out of your being. Where is this sin gonna go? You're gonna pass it to them, and take away good deeds from them. You know what I'm saying? Don't think of it like we're stealing. I'm taking what's rightfully mine. You cause me harm, I'm gonna take from you that it's they have no value. Good deeds has no value, because good deeds was going to save you to enter heaven. Okay? You have to take what's the most, for that person, it is valuable to them. That way you're taking it from, okay? And you do it in the past life, future, and present, in every single dimension and every single direction in a galaxy, and also in every life you ever lived. You pay off. You take from these people and you pay off whatever owed. Okay? There is seven of you, like the seven clones or copy of you. In every single dimension, there is one of you. Like Earth, there is one of me. In another planet or dimension, there's another one of me. There's seven. You also can access all the seven. You don't have to ask for permission, because that's all of you. This are a copy of you. You're allowed to access you. You understand? You draw and unify their power and into you to make you the most powerful being. Their conscious, access their conscious, you access their energetic body, you access their entire being, you access your gift. You can access the gift, and what else? If you've seen the movie, the TV series called Sense8, Sense8 are about us. It's about the 144,000. When we're being activated, we can access all our gifts. I can access somebody else's gifts. They can access mine. And this access only given when our people when these 144,000 are loyal to God. And if they're not loyal, that person is going to be cut off. Like, he's not be able to use my gifts. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not aligning with your spiritual ascension or and stuff like that. So he's not really will be granted. He's not going to be that person. He or she will not be granted this access. See that TV series called Sense8, like the word sense and letter 8 in the end. Okay, and there are a lot we're capable of doing, but you always use your gift for your highest good. Do not use it for wicked things like harming people and stuff like that. Always you have to stand on how can I be of service to humanity. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a service to humanity. Don't be selfish. It's not all about you. Do not think it's all about me, and I'm not gonna care if somebody else is suffering, and it's not gonna really move me or get me like into their mess or whatever. You have to get into their mess to help them. Think of the someone who's in, helping somebody who's in a wheelchair, or someone who's blind, or just being a good person and living your life to service others. Selfless, okay? And also unconditional love of God, unconditional love. You can access God, unconditional love. You can access all God energy, the source of all creation. You have to protect your being, your soul from soul snatcher. Azazel is a soul snatcher. I know you read online, he's supposed to take your soul and send it to God when you die. Azazel will never elected as a messenger to God to take your soul and give it to God. Azazel is a thief of souls, of the others. But you just have to call the source of all creation. When time is right, you would know. Always use your intuition. Always use your intuition. Do not be fed bull of crap and believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're very crafty. You know how they perfected dreams in dream interception? I thought the first time when they intercepted my dream, and I was like, oh, it looks real, but because I know my dream, it was not perfect. It was 90% perfect. That 10% was a big deal. That was like, this is manufactured dreams, BS dreams. It's not mine. So I stopped. When my family are like, my sister telling me, oh, I dreamt about this. I dreamt about that. And they're telling me their dream, and I'm trying to awaken them, shake them up, telling them not to believe these dreams. One of my sisters, she told me this bullshit. She says to me, nobody could intercept somebody's dream. That's not possible. Nobody could do that. This, whatever you're thinking is not possible. And then she uses chapter from Holy Quran to explain, but she doesn't understand technology have came a long way. All of this possible. God only knows it's possible. Not possible like if maybe it's possible. No, it happened. It continued to happen. So that's why when I told them not to talk to me in a dream state when I'm dreaming, I don't want to talk to these people anymore. I don't want them to approach me. I don't want them to talk to me. Because whatever you're going to try to tell me, I am going to dissect. And it's not going to be, I know it's not real. I'm already have gone beyond believing. They want to be in control of everything, even a dream. Your dream, my dream, when I used to dream about things happen. When they tell me a dream, never happens. A lot of the things they tell me doesn't happen. I never seen it happen. You know? So I stop being a guinea pig to their program, because when God show you something in a dream, they align with God's vision. And they can't stop that from happening because this is how it is. But these people, they're making up this stupid dream, telling you, make you thinking, live on an anticipation before you get disappointed. So I stop. They tell me something, whatever. I used to go online and I look, seeing this in a dream, what it means. Da, da, da. I used to do all of that. I stopped doing that because I'm not going to allow them to, because I'm not going to give energy to this. This is not real. I'm going to treat it as such. It's not real. Okay? So whatever your, attention go, your energy will flow like to this, like specific thing. Do not be living every single moment to these manufactured dreams, thoughts, and stuff like that. I felt like it's taken away from who I am. I'm being able to. Felt like I was being. Disappointment affect your energy. A lot of disappointments. So I stopped giving them any of my energy. So I just want you guys to understand what's coming, what they're going to be using against you, and to get your spiritual gift from you, and all of that. They're going to use everything that means something to you. Do not be manipulated and to give up something was rightfully yours, and just be strong. I know we endured a lot of pain, a lot of aggravation, and we feel all alone sometimes. We feel like we're fighting our army. We are fighting our army. YouTube and all the social media, all those things are weaponization of the enemy against you. Look at YouTube. Basically, if you say certain things, they will shut you out. They're like, we don't want to hear this. They do stuff like that. And because you don't go with their vision, you're going against the grain. They want people to think about only themselves, nobody else. Look at people have gone through this social media where you go to a restaurant, they take pictures of their food, or take picture of when they are at most best, or they dress really nice. Take me a picture when you just got out of bed before you even brush your teeth. I want to see that picture. But they want to show this fake idea of a perfect you that never existed. It's all for show. And this is what they have created. You know what I'm saying? We have lost touch of who we are. And that's what they want us. They want us to be self-serving. They want us to think about ourselves, but before anybody else. Think about others before you think about yourself. Okay? And that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, one more thing. For the 144,000, I have been creating prayers, and I would like to gift them to you. We just say in this recording, I accept the prayers that were gifted to me, from moving forward. And honestly, I'm creating prayers will benefit you. Because I could sit there a list of things that you could pray for. And I can explain why I've done this. Trust me, whatever I'm doing for your utmost highest good. I don't mean no harm to any of you guys. And I want to help you excel in life, excel in your spiritual journey, and reach a horizon, align with the creator of all things. Be the best person. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect, but we've been judged. We've been judged as the most horrible thing that happened to humanity. That's what's we've been judged. You see all these people doing whatever they're doing, and they expect us to be less human, to be perfect. If I was perfect, I'd be God. Because look at the creation of human body, look at the creation of the universe, look at the creation of the plants, humans, everything that God have created. Can you create that yourself? You have to accept we're not God. If we were God, it would be perfect. Okay? You have to accept that. Okay? Anyhow, God doesn't want us to be perfect, but God wants us to acknowledge we are with faults. We have faults, we have problems. Accept that before you're trying to correct yourself. But if you're trying to correct yourself for you, go ahead. Do not correct yourself for others, because you're going to live your life miserable, because you are going to be always subjugated to a lot of stuff. If you open this door to accept them coming into your life, trying to change you or make you act a certain way, you're going to be miserable, because you're not doing it for them. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for others. Like if I want to lose weight, I'm doing it for me. I want to stop smoking, I do it for me. I wanted to stop drinking, I want to do it for me. You know what I'm saying? Release yourself from all this pressure of the enemy. And once you understand that, you begin to see what they're doing to stop you from accessing the real you. Okay? The real you is deep inside you. All this infliction of pain and trauma and everything they have done is calculated. They know. Hate, it lowers your vibration. Hate, lower your vibration. Release hate. Release trauma. Release fear. You just go and look at online, just do your research. What lower your vibration and what increases your vibration. You understand? You begin to understand what they don't want you to access. Okay? God says, in the Holy Quran, God will complete his light even if the enemy hated that. So I'm translating what he said. If the enemy have a problem with it, God always has the last say. He's going to complete his light because he has the last say in a matter. So you have to understand that. What do you think God means when they say, I'm the beginning and the end? I'm the Alpha and Omega. So you cannot go beyond that scope of creation, because created the universe, governed by laws and stuff. And this is, you have to accept this. You have to understand it. And in order for you to reach a higher form of being, God always wins. So whatever's happening in your life, you have to block it out of your mind. Always win. Just need information to access all the things. I'm just telling you, what can you do to access all of that? I'm giving you all this information for free. for free. These people who like to hoard secrets, hey, sharing is caring. I'm sharing it with you for free. Okay? God will reward you for that because I'm sharing information to help you to be better. Okay? And sorry, I went on all over the place. But anyhow, I just wanted to talk about that. And so, yeah, remember to accept my prayer because they're going to be phenomenal. They're going to be exceptional. They're going to be great. I'm always perfecting prayers a certain way to receive a certain outcome. But I feel like in a prayer, whatever I add to it, never enough. I feel like we live in God's world. Like God is infinite, it's beyond. It's like we can never finish going through God, doors to, certain things and accessing certain hierarchy or, stuff like that. Yes, I feel like there's a lot. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm doing my best. So you have to say, as I said, accept these prayers from me, and everything I do is for your highest good. Okay? And in the end, the 144,000, we are family. I want you to know that. Nobody else is going to help you, not even your family. When tough gets, you know what? Do not rely on them, on your family to come batting for you or helping you going through something, because obviously they don't believe me. They're making fun of me. You heard my brother, there's making fun. Right now, it doesn't matter. You have to grow thick skin and you have to release all those things that are keeping you in bondage in order to receive. And I've came from, 8+ years of torment and attack. When I used to talk to my God and I do a prayer, nothing happens. I felt like, and then slowly was progressing. Now at this moment in time, right is this particular moment, when I call God, He comes to me an instant. He show up. The enemy knows. They know this. They know when I call God, asking Him for anything, He come forth. God looks at me without any judgments. This is the mistake what the enemy has done. Judge me. And God came to me because He know. I'll tell you what God knows about me that the enemy doesn't. He knows my heart. He knows I'm a good person, regardless. Whatever I do in life, He knows that. And that's what's important. Okay? When you start to bring God into your heart, the first organ ever created, and you begin to understand God. And you have to look at God without any judgments. The same way that God given you, you're supposed to treat God the same way. You know what I'm saying? And I hear all these people who telling me God doesn't exist. God is not. Why would people believe in anything they never saw? And why would people believe in fairy tales? The prophets were not real. Okay, I'm going to explain to you why God is real. Who created the sun and the moon and the planets? You? Who created the chicken? Who came first, the egg or chicken? If you tell me the chicken, who created the chicken? This is the existence of God. Everything was created. You have to accept that. Because you don't see God, it doesn't mean like He's not there. And this is a problem with these people who non-believer, who believe in, hey, don't believe in God. It's not affecting me. But don't try to enforce your belief on me. You're trying to get me to to be disconnected from God because you think I shouldn't be to have God in my life. Okay? I don't breathe down on somebody's neck telling them who should they believe or who should not. And the enemy thinks like I hate Jews or whatever. That's not true. I have met a lot of nice Jewish people in my lifetime. It never stopped me from talking to a person because of their background or religion belief system. But the enemy made it as they made this hate that never existed because of their background or ethnic, because they're Jews or whatever. Honestly, I never look at anybody religious belief or background as such. But yes, I have an opinion. The Jews I like, okay, I'll tell you the Jews I like. I'm going to tell you who I really like. I don't like these watered down Jews who don't believe in anything. Yeah, my parents were Jews, but I'm no longer Jew. I don't practice. I eat pork. That I don't like. You know what I'm saying? But hey, to each his own. I'm not going to judge. You don't have to be, you believe in anything you want to believe. It's not my problem. It's not really affecting me. The Jews I really like, honestly, the Jews I really like and love, and I think they're good people, are Orthodox Jews. The one who follow the Torah, the teaching of God, to the T. The one who feel what's happening to Palestinians is wrong. This is the one I like because I consider them as part of creation of, the other ones who's watered down, who want to stay away from God, which is we're all entitled to our beliefs. There's the one I don't like. So for the enemy putting all these Jews in my life now, they're coming out of the woodwork from everywhere. I feel like I'm surrounded by them, Everywhere I look, they're there. There's the one. I want them to stop because you are trying to create this hate. It never existed. And God knows what's in my heart. Yes, I have opinion about what they've done in the world, specific people. But I don't treat everybody the same because they are part of that group. I'm not stupid. I know how to separate specific people from others. I don't merge or mold everybody together. Who does that? I don't do that. But hey, to each his own. You think I'm like that? I'm racist person, I'm horrible person, and all of that? Yeah. Okay, go ahead. God knows in my heart. I'm not gonna stop me from expressing my belief. Because if whoever gave you the right to come and talk to me about your belief, it's a fair game for me to tell you what I think. Okay? And I don't know. You open a door to something horrible. And that was what's wrong with this planet. A lot of judgments. If people stop judging, you'll understand we're all equal. Okay? Nobody above all. We're all equal. Me, another person, white, black, yellow, green, whatever color they come in, we're all equal. You know what I'm saying? You're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe. But it's wrong to, trying to sell me your idea as the only right way to certain, things. So if you think you could do that, then I can do the same. I can tell you, my God, it's only God. You're not allowed to believe in your God. Okay? So, and I don't care. I stopped caring what do you think of me anymore. I stopped because you learn. When you're in this program for a long time, you start to learn what the enemy is trying to get you thinking about every moment, everything. And so every time they're trying to shift your focus to this, to that, to negative thoughts and stuff like that, try to think the opposite of what they're trying to show you. So every time they give me an idea about something, I go the opposite way. You have to do everything in reverse. They're not the only one who could do everything in reverse. We could do things in reverse. Okay? So we could do it. Okay? So who gave you the right to be that way and I don't have the right? What is this, a slave system? It's crazy. It's crazy what these people are trying to sell you. Their belief and their philosophy of how life should be. I understand life more than you do. If you let me, lead this life for people, life will be perfect. But hey, I have no right to do that. Only God who can decide for humanity how they should live their life. I will never oppress people. I'll never tell people what should they think about or what they should not think, how they live their life. No. But how can I be of service to you? That's it. That's when you understand that, you understand God. Be of service to others. Anyhow, sorry about I went off talking about a lot of stuff. But anyhow, I hope you get the point. It's 53 minutes. But anyhow, I feel like I wanted to share one thing about what's going on, and diverting. But it's good. I want to cover everything. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, God bless, guys, and we'll be in touch. Bye.